In my experience, no matter what kind of person you are, there's something you could do to make a real difference, have fun doing it, and learn a lot. I graduated from Rutgers in New Brunswick about 3 years ago. I studied African humanitarian work and American studies. I was a PERG student intern and volunteer back then, chapter chair of the Livingston campus. I've graduated, now I've been a campus organizer for the last 2 years, and so my job is to help make an impact on the issues while training other students how to make an impact and develop as leaders as well. We're a student-directed and student-funded nonprofit organization, and we work on everything that stands up for the public interest against powerful special interests. So special interest isn't a term that we use a lot nowadays, but we work on issues, political issues, social issues, environmental issues, consumer protection issues, higher education. It covers a lot of different things, but basically standing up for the public. A big part of our goal is to make an impact on the issues, whether it's political, social, environmental issues, but also a really big part of it that I think differentiates it from a lot of other organizations is that we focus really heavily on developing student leaders as well. So that whatever field our students decide to go into, we're creating a generation of people who have the ability and the skills to look at the world around themselves and challenge what needs to be challenged and work what needs to be worked so that we can make a positive change at the same time.
My name is Alec Wright-Yosian. I'm a finance major. I'm a freshman here at Rutgers Newark. I'm the campus chair. I also run a campaign called Our Democracy, Our Voice, and I'm the lead coordinator for that. And I also serve on the state board. Well, we were founded in 1971 by Ralph Nader, and we're responsible for things like putting expiration dates on food and mandating seatbelts by law. I got involved this semester through my fraternity, Alpha Phi Delta. We're required a certain amount of community service hours, and I happened to be in my accounting class, and Crystal came, our campus organizer. Crystal came to make an announcement about Our Democracy, Our Voice. She handed out petitions, and I happened to be sitting in the back of the class, so I got her attention and said, I'm looking to get involved. Could you make sure to get in contact with me? I did about an hour of phone banking, and the next day I was called back for a press conference regarding public transportation and how, today's youth is less oriented with cars and more with public transportation, and how we should shift some tax money towards improving that as opposed to the roads and highways. So that went well, and then from there it took off. I stepped in as the lead coordinator for Our Democracy, Our Voice the next week, and it's just, something you can really see the dividends. With the amount of work you put in, you can really see how much you get back.
I think that there's a lot of benefits to an organization like PERG. First of all, we constantly work with other organizations as well, both on campus and off campus, to foster a marketplace of ideas, which is just so important for a college experience. School and academics is obviously an important priority when you're here, and that should never be forgotten. But there's also a lot of skills that you can gain from working within an organization to gain that leadership experience, to learn how to work with other people, how to run effective meetings, all kinds of things like that, those skills, as well as the skill of just volunteering and making a difference and thinking about other people. We like to work with other people to foster those constant discussions and intelligent debate. The ideas of civic engagement is something that should be a little bit more a part of our community than it currently is. And I think for young people, we're kind of in this phase in our generation where we're torn. We've got the social media, so we're in this generation of we have a lot of feelings about our government and our politics and a lot of distrust. But we are starting to think that the government could potentially work. As a generation, it seems like that's what the polls show. We have a little bit more faith in our government than previous generations have. At the same time, we've also got way more distractions. Everybody's on Facebook and Twitter and Tumblr and Instagram and Snapchat and all the other million things. And we can use those to our benefit, or we can use those to distract us. So I think either way, we just have people start talking about things at the very least.
I think the fact that we can, really make a difference. We're student-run and organized, and we're all educated individuals that are concerned. The people that show up on a consistent basis do care about the topics at hand and want to make a difference. And you can see, based on our track record, if you will, that we have had some outstanding successes, and I'd like to continue like that.
I feel really good about what I do when I come to work every day. I feel good because I get to see a difference in students almost immediately. I've had students that said that they've been changed to find out what they have the ability to do and get past being shy sometimes and find out how much potential they have and how much power they have. So seeing people fully realize how much power they have is an incredible experience. And then working as a team is also amazing. We sometimes work really, really hard. You could be exhausted, but when you experience that together, it's definitely an important level of bonding. That comes from being able to make some really major change and point at that and be like, we were part of that. It's a good feeling.